the buzz is back on Burgh Vivant. How you doing, Mr. Buzzelli?
I'm great. Yeah, things are great.
Talking about great expectations today at PICT Classic Theatre. I have very high expectations.
And they put the great in great expectations.
Oh, very good. We always like to hear that.
Yeah, up front, I'm telling you, good things. Good things will be happening. Good things are always happening down at PICT, Pittsburgh Irish Classical Theatre. There are some fine performances in this show. Let's do a little background first. Mm-hmm. I don't know if this is spoiler alerts. The play's like 100 years old. Am I allowed?
Well, the story is. I mean, is the actual play version of it that old?
The play fits very well with the book. They've sped up things, but it is the story of a young lad who starts life as he's sort of orphaned, but his older sister is taking care of him. He is played by Simon Colker. In the version I saw, the part was rotated between another character.
Like they did with the Olsen twins on Full House. They switched them in and out.
Didn't they play twins?
No.
Oh,
they were twins
girl?
That played the same. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They do that a lot when they have a kid.
Well, yeah,
maybe it's like
equity,
too taxing for one. And
yeah, it's a lot of work for one kid to be there at the theater every night, and it's a 2.5-hour play. The kid's on it the whole time, but it's a lot of lines to memorize for a child. Oh. And Simon Colker did a great job. He is then followed by older Pip, who wasn't even that much older, if you ask me, played by Dylan Marquis Myers, plays the adult version, let's say that. Mm-hmm. But still a young man, too. But what we have is Pip is being taken care of by his sister, and gets a benefactor who he comes into a large sum of money. But before that, he meets a crazy old lady, Mrs. Havisham, played by Mary Rawson, who has a young daughter. Daughter, I guess. She's also got like an orphan living in her house. A lot of orphans live in people's houses in this play. And the young Estella, who's also double cast, plays her daughter, and then there's an adult version of Estella as well. But my point of the story is he goes, and Mary Rawson, or rather Miss Havisham, was jilted at the altar as a young woman, and is now been there, done that. No. Jilted at and has been wearing her wedding dress for the last 50 years, I guess. So she hasn't seen the light of day. She's a decrepit old woman. No offense, Mary. She's playing a decrepit old woman.
There we go.
And she, wearing that wedding dress, she's a little kooky. And she's raising the girl to break men's hearts. And she designs a plan, or deans a plan to win over Pip, to fall in love with the girl, and then have him break her heart. Wait, have her...
I think that's what you're after. Break his heart. Yeah.
Break his heart. Yes, exactly. So, she a bitch.
Not to put too fine a point on it.
Not to put too fine a point on it. She a bitch. But anyway, there's a lot of movement to the show. There's a lot of... You don't feel like you're watching a 2.5-hour show. It's very kinetic, very frenetic. Things are happening the whole time. They're trying to get through that whole giant tome of a book, not tomb of a book, tome of a book, which was written in chapters for the newspaper back in Charles Dickens' day. So there's a lot of stuff going on. Here's the key thing that I think is important to know. The acting is phenomenal. Dylan does a great job. There are a lot of veteran actors trotting the boards there at PICT. James Whalen, of course, is playing a lawyer.
David Whalen.
Sorry, David Whalen. James Fitzgerald is in it. We have, the Ken Bolden is in it, playing a hilarious part. Actually, he's very funny in it, playing Mr. Pummelchuck. Even the name's funny. He sounds like something Inuits would ride in. Doesn't it sound very like...
I was thinking maybe
Inuit.
like a holiday bread.
Like Karen Baum is in it again, another PICT regular, doing a great job playing two different characters. There's a lot of people in this play. There's a lot. They're like cast of thousands. Almost a Cecil B. DeMille here.
Yeah.
Mark Conway Thompson plays a really elder P or older, just like the aging parent is what his name is in the on the talent. Like as I previously mentioned, the fine, extraordinary cast. It's fun and funny, and it's a classic. People, go out and see the classics. You should go out and see the classics.
No, it's PICT Classic Theatre now. They changed the name.
So it's Pittsburgh Irish Classical Theatre.
No, it's PICT. It's PICT Classic Theatre.
But
Nope.
Off subject. I'm off subject already, and I've only had a couple of sips so far.
I do have days. I do have like Miss Havisham days.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Sometimes.
Running around in that tux.
Yeah.
Just,
that I've never taken off.
He's never taken the tux off. Oh my God! You're just the lone groom on the top of the cake, aren't you?
You know, I wouldn't mind that. At this
You'd marry yourself if you could.
Well, hey.
They'll give you a tax break.
I could do a lot worse. What? She catches herself on fire.
She catches herself on fire.
That's quite a stunt.
Yeah, well, it doesn't. It was a little difficult to follow on stage.
I saw somebody do that in Vegas.
Flaming every night of your life. Never mind. Don't you say a word.
But no, they don't light Anne Bancroft on fire.